All right, welcome back to another PSI National Real Estate Exam Prep. And today we're going to talk about contracts. And more specifically, we're going to go over 5 questions around types of contracts that we think that you're going to see on the real estate exam and give you the reason why. Question number 2: a contract entered into while someone is under duress is considered voidable. Contracts can become voidable for several reasons, including duress, fraud, misrepresentation, or when entered into by minors. In such cases, these contracts lack legal validity and cannot be enforceable. A void contract is one that lacks an essential element, such as an agreement made for illegal purpose, and is therefore devoid of legal force. On the other hand, an executory contract is a valid agreement that has been signed but not yet fully executed or fulfilled. Question number 2: a legally enforceable contract in which two parties exchange promises to do something for each other is known as a bilateral contract. A bilateral contract involves mutual promises between both parties. In contrast, a unilateral contract is one sided, where one party commits to incentivize the other party to perform a specific action. A void contract is deficient in one or more crucial contract elements. An option contract is a type of unilateral contract, involves a single party committing to maintain the option for the buyer to acquire a property at a later date. A void contract is one that is unenforceable. A void contract is one that is deficient in some or all of the vital elements necessary for a legally valid contract, rendering it invalid in the eyes of the law from the outset. The absence of earnest money in a contract does not render it void, as earnest money is not mandatory requirement for contract validity. A valid contract can be terminated through mutual agreement by all involved parties, but cannot be made voidable through the unilateral action of a single party. Question number 4: a contract for the sale of real estate that does not state the consideration and is not signed by the parties is considered void. A contract becomes void when it lacks a stated consideration, as consideration is a fundamental requirement in any contract. An executory contract is one that has been formally agreed upon by both parties, but the obligations outlined in the contract have not been fully carried out. A contract that lacks any of the essential elements necessary for its validity is not merely invalid, it is deemed void and cannot be legally enforced. And question number 5: a minor inherited a commercial real estate property and has entered into a sales contract with a buyer to purchase the property. In this situation, the sales contract is considered voidable by the minor. A contract involving a minor is inherently voidable, and in such situations, the minor holds the authority to void the contract. All right, this was 5 questions to help you pass your national PSI real estate exam. If this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, because every week we are dropping more content to help you pass your PSI National Real Estate Exam.